Ebi, good morning.
And a very good morning. Welcome to the sports segment on the weekend show. My name is Abraham Yusuf, bringing to you all the happenings across the world of sport. And it's been an exciting week. In basketball, we've seen great performances from different athletes, but one that has stood out for me has been the performance of Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors in basketball. At this point, I think I could clearly say he's one of the best three-pointer because he does it so easily. And in football, we've seen very good performances during the week. My club in particular, Barcelona, qualified for the Copa del Rey final, defeating Atletico Madrid 1-0 at the Metropolitano Stadium. And with me this morning, I have MC Sam. MC Sam, good morning.
Good morning.
Father of the year, congratulations.
It's the Father of the year.
So how was your week, particularly?
Very fine.
Okay.
I enjoy sport, made me enjoy the week.
Yeah, Arsenal had a very good performance
Yes.
within the week against Fulham. So, but let's start with Copa del Rey. The performances. Looking at Madrid, Real Sociedad. For a team that defeated Real Sociedad in their home, struggled in Santiago. What do you have to say about the performance of Real Madrid?
To be honest, I was surprised that Madrid still find their way to the final because I was thinking Real Sociedad that you watch the second leg, Real Sociedad were doing very well, very well. They almost killed Madrid in that match. All of a sudden, Madrid from nowhere scored 2 goals, 9 minutes. Real Sociedad scored 1. There was extra time.
It was outrageous.
It was a tough match.
Then Barca, Atletico Madrid.
To be honest, I supported Atletico and
Yes, I always against me, but it's fine. Looking at the final, what's your prediction for that final?
to be honest, I can't say this who is the favorite team because Barca and Madrid are currently doing very well. They are currently doing very well. So it's just, to me, that match is Rafinha and Mbappe. Let's see what will come out.
Okay, so moving ahead. Earlier this week, De Bruyne released a press statement that this was going to be his last season with Manchester City. He has had over 10 years with the club, winning almost everything, if not everything, with the club. My question, where would you place him among the best midfielders in Premier League first and in the world?
Currently or generally?
His whole career, looking at his whole career.
Let me see. He's among the top 10 best midfielders in Premier League because, to be honest, he did exceedingly well. He won 16 trophies, 16 good trophies. Yeah, so that's 6 Premier League involved. So he did very well. He was at the time he was like the key figure, the key player in Man City. There was one player you pray not to play against you when you're facing them. Guy had goals. As in, the other thing is Diamond. I know Diamond. This season he has only 7 assists, 4 goals. Now he's going down. But before, that was one of the best midfielders.
So this is going to be controversial. But if you had to pick between De Bruyne and Luka Modric, who would be your pick?
To be honest, I'll pick Luka Modric.
Oh wow! Yeah. I don't want to ask you your reason, but then. So talking about Liverpool. Let's talk about Liverpool's title race. At this point, will you agree that your team have given up on Premier League?
You said at this point, okay. Football is magical sometimes, but yes, at this point, I would say Arsenal don't have any, we can't win that trophy because Liverpool do everything. Initially, they were involved in other competitions, but now it's just Premier League. So I think Liverpool will put their best. They will do their best.
So now, with Liverpool's current form of being kicked out of other competitions and only focus on Premier League now, Salah's chances of winning the Ballon d'Or has dropped drastically. For the last one I saw, he's not even in the top 4. Who is your favorite for this Ballon d'Or? If you were to pick based on... Now we have Ousmane Dembele, who is having an amazing season. PSG are likely to win 4 trophies also. We have Rafinha, who is also having an amazing season. Barca are also pursuing 4 trophies. We have Kylian Mbappe, who is also doing outrageously well, scoring goals back-to-back. Who is your Ballon d'Or favorite?
To be honest, I would have said Mbappe, but me saying Mbappe is like me praying bad prayer for Arsenal to lose. Because for Mbappe to win the Ballon d'Or, they have to win Champions League. So if apart from Champions League, I've picked Mbappe first, but in general, no, it's Rafinha, Mbappe, Dembele. Those are the 3 key players. Initially, we were thinking of Salah. To be honest, I was one praying. I wished that African man could win it, but the way things end up, it's not possible for him. It's not going to be.
Now, I like the fact that you brought up the whole Champions League because this week is Champions League quarter-final, right?
Yeah.
And among all the matches, I think Madrid-Arsenal has to be the big match of the week.
Yes.
Every other match can be somewhat predicted, What's your take on that match? Looking at the fact that Gabriel is out injured, Timber is not certain to play, your forward is not really became very no playing. Do you think you guys have a chance against Madrid?
To be honest, one thing about Arsenal is I just have this faith that most people are feeling Madrid will beat us. Everybody is having that high hope that
I like the
Madrid
fact
will
that you said faith. It's good. Let's go. Okay.
No, seriously. It's not going to be an easy match. It's not going to be an easy match, but we'll shock people. I know we'll beat
What's your
Madrid.
score prediction for this first leg?
2-1.
In Arsenal favor?
Yes.
Wow, that's a big score. Okay. Yeah. So let's come down to the weekend. Manchester Derby. That's the big match of the weekend.
Yeah.
Amory has always been the better side when he faced Pep. And now he's coming up against. But looking at Manchester United, if you know Manchester United, one of the most shittiest clubs in the world. But then they're coming up against Man City now. What's your prediction on that match?
Now, you see, one thing is, if it's Manchester United versus Wolverhampton, I'll be predicting Wolverhampton to beat Manchester. But as long as it's a big team against Manchester, they can just shock you. Like, if you check it, Bruno Fernandes is the player of the month.
Yeah.
So I feel against big team they do well. Against big team, they do well. But Man U, Ipswich, you'll be surprised Ipswich will beat Manchester United. And Man City, they are not exceptionally good at the moment. So
what are we looking at? Score prediction?
to me, it's just a draw match.
A draw match, right?
Yeah.
Even me, I was feeling the 2-2 draw kind of thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have other fixtures and we hope it's going to be an exciting weekend, right?
Yes.
Thank you for once again coming to share your thoughts.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, that's the much I have for you. The Premier League fixture continues this weekend. We have Everton taking on Arsenal. We have Crystal Palace going up against Brighton. We have Ipswich going up against Wolves. We have West Ham going up against Bournemouth. Aston Villa going up against Nottingham Forest. Brentford against Chelsea. Fulham going up against Liverpool. Spurs going up against Southampton. Then the big match of the weekend, Manchester Derby. And Monday Night Football, we have Leicester against Newcastle. My name is Abraham Yusuf.
Sure.
Thank you for listening. The Weekend Show comes to an end. Stay tuned and follow us on the Weekend Show on NG on Instagram and Facebook. And follow me, Abraham Yusuf.